Welcome to Accounting 2242, and my name is Daphne Rickson, and I will be your professor for this course. So just a little bit about me first. As I mentioned, I'm a professor of accounting here at St. Mary's University, and in addition to teaching in the undergrad and the MBA programs, I'm also the executive director of our Center of Excellence in Accounting and Reporting for Cooperatives. And I've been working here at St. Mary's since 2008, and prior to that I worked as a controller and finance director in the private and public sectors. And in terms of what I like to do in my spare time, I really enjoy traveling, so I've been to many countries in Europe and Asia and South America. So now it's your turn. I want to know a little bit about you guys, so I'd like you to go to the discussion board on Blackboard and introduce yourself to the class by posting a response to the following questions. Tell us your name, your hometown, your career goals, and what is your favorite activity. And don't say studying, that's too boring, so tell me what you really like to do. And so I'd like to have that introduction from all of you done by 11 p.m. on January 6th. So in terms of how you can reach me if you have questions about the course, I have a couple of ways. First of all, there's online office hours, and they take place every Friday from 12 noon till 1. That would be Halifax time. And you go to the online office hours through Collaborate on Blackboard. So during these office hours, of course, this is an opportunity for you to ask any questions that you might have and seek clarification on the chapter material and the homework assignments. However, if you are unable to attend the office hours, I do respond on a timely basis to my emails, so I will respond to your emails within 24 hours. The textbook for this course, Managerial Accounting, this is the second Canadian edition, so this is the first time I believe this one is being used. So if you're purchasing a used book, make sure that it is the second edition. And so it's Braun, Harrison, Piper, and is published by Pearson, 2014. And another thing I should point out here as well is that you will need to have a particular type of calculator. So all courses in the Department of Accounting requires that students use the Sharp EL 510 scientific calculator. So you'll need to have that calculator when you're writing your midterm and your final exams. And these are available at the bookstore. And also in the course syllabus, you'll see the details on the calculator if you need more information about the exact type of calculator. Evaluation. This is the part everybody wants to know. Where are the marks and how can they earn them? So first of all, we have weekly homework assignments. So what the assignments are, these are the questions at the back of the chapter, and I'll explain each of these items in a bit more detail later in this introduction. So homework assignments, so you do those on your own and submit them. So there'll be 11 of those at 1% each. After each chapter has been completed, there will be an online quiz, 11 of those at 2 marks each for 22 marks. We'll have a project that's going to be done individually, and that's worth 7%. Your midterm exam is worth 25, and the final is worth 35. And both the midterm and the finals will be held in person for those here at St. Mary's. So for those of you who live outside the region, the continuing education studies area will set up an alternate location for you. So we have a bit of a routine set up for the weekly schedule, and it might seem a little bit busy, but it ensures that you keep up with your work and you're not scrambling to get your work done before the midterms and finals. So this is the weekly schedule. First of all, read the chapter, and then read the online interactive presentation, and that's on Blackboard. And then there's the homework assignments, and they're due on Wednesday. after the assignments are just past the due date, the solutions are posted as our video debriefs. And then if you have any questions after reviewing the solutions and the video debriefs, I will be, as I mentioned earlier, having office hours on Friday. Then on Sunday, you complete the online quiz. So basically, this is how every week throughout the semester will run. So you'll know there's standard things you need to do each week. So now what I'm going to do is go through each of the elements of the course in a little bit more detail. So for the homework assignments, as I mentioned, there's 11 of those because we have 11 chapters and they're worth 1% each. So for each chapter, I want you to complete the homework assignment questions, and they're listed in the syllabus. So the questions that you have to do for homework, they're located in the course syllabus. It will tell you which questions to do, and they're located at the end of the chapter in the textbook. And your response should be prepared in Word and uploaded to Blackboard by Wednesday at 11 p.m. Now these solutions or your assignments that you're submitting are not marked for accuracy, so I'm not looking for you to have each question completed perfectly. The idea here is that you make an attempt at each question, so make a reasonable attempt. So it's going to be marked not so much for accuracy, but that you try to do each of the questions. So if you have trouble with the questions, don't worry about it. Just do your best, and it's like I say, it's not marked for accuracy, it's marked to show that you actually tried to do something with it. So the assignment is due in, the homework assignments are due in Wednesday at 11 p.m. So then at 11:01 the solutions will be posted, and also posted will be a video debrief. So basically I'm walking through each of the problems to explain in more detail how the calculations are done. So you don't have to look at all the debriefs and the videos, but only for those that you're having trouble understanding. So if there's a particular question, and even after you've seen the solution, it doesn't make sense to you, then find the video for that, and that's on Blackboard, and have a look, and that will probably help you understand it a bit better. And because of the nature of these assignments, because they're online, and the fact that the solutions are posted 1 minute after the due date, of course we can't offer any extensions or makeups for any assignments that are missed. So I mentioned the video debriefs. So these are videos that I've recorded where I put the solution up on the board, and I walk through the solution and explain how the numbers are arrived at, and just go through a bit more detail as to some of the calculations that are done to come up with the solution. And as I mentioned earlier, you don't have to view all of the videos. You can just view those where you might be having a little bit of trouble understanding the problem or understanding the solution. And they're released along with the solution at 11:01 p.m. on Wednesdays, right after the due date of the assignments. And they'll be located on Blackboard, and each chapter will have a file folder, and within that file folder you'll see all the videos for all of the problems in that chapter. So for the online chapter quizzes, so these are worth 2% each, and the idea here is you're going to do these quizzes after you've done the chapter problems, you've done the assignments, looked at any videos that you need, so that way after you've gone through the chapter, there will be an online quiz, and this is located in Blackboard, and the quiz is due at 11 p.m. on Sundays, and the solution is released at 11:01. And again, as with the homework, because we release the solutions immediately, of course we can't grant any extensions or makeups for the online quizzes. Another element of this course is the project, and this is worth 7%. The project involves a case analysis of a company and the preparation of a brief report of your findings and recommendations. So the idea with the project is to look at a typical business situation that you would encounter when you work for a company and you are to come up with some recommendations and some analysis. And the project will apply concepts from the course. It's to be prepared individually, and more information on the project will be posted by the end of January, and I'll give you more information about it then after it's posted. So there will be a communication sent out to you about the project, and it's not due until April the 2nd, so it's basically due at the end of the course. So now a little bit more information about the midterm and final exams. So both exams will be comprised primarily of problem-solving questions that will be very similar to those that you have done at the end of the chapters for your homework assignments and on the online quizzes. The midterm will be based on chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. And the final exam will concentrate on chapters 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, but you'll need to understand the material that comes from the prior chapters. And both exams will be held on site at St. Mary's, or if you're outside the province or outside the region, then the Continuing Studies Department will set up an exam site for you.